When last we left our heroes, they had arrived on a ship called the Primo Passo to the docks in Waterdeep. Upon arriving in these docks, they were confronted by some members of the rogues organization Black Hand and got into a confrontation with a gentleman named Dole. Their new friend Cookie helped them out and advised them to come and meet them at his inn, just a little bit kind of northeast of Golden Fields. You guys made the trip out after things got a little hot in Waterdeep. Poor Baz tried to discover some things about who he is and where he comes from, and was jilted, turned down. It was a very heartfelt moment. And then you guys arrived at Cookie's place to find that you have custom amenities for each and every one of you.
And that freaks me the fuck out.
Yeah, no, it's a little odd, because it really just kind of, like, he would have had to have gotten there long before you.
I thought I had taken great pains to make sure that nobody knew I was coming here.
Like he may be a prophet or something. But anyways, Cookie is a mysterious character, and you'll all come to know him in time. After what is presumably a good night's sleep, or trancing for those of elven descent,
Thank you.
You awaken to the smell of cooking food.
All right.
I'm going to smell it and ignore it.
You're not going to punish the smell?
Baz is full Eeyore at this point, and he's just laying in bed. Is probably not.
I'm assuming that where I find cooking food, I'm going to find a man named Cookie. So I'm going to go towards it because I got to talk to that guy.
That is sound reasoning, sir.
I'll just start practicing my beating up the dummies in my room.
Yeah. Well, see, while everybody else was sleeping 8 hours, Gilbetta took a 4-hour trance, took a little swim. So Gilbetta's hungry. So she's going.
Has Gilbetta established a shrine in her small room?
Not yet. She shrines are once she's determined that a place is where she's going to be for a while.
Okay, so we'll know when Gilbetta is comfortable because there'll be a small shrine of Soon laying around.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Currently, there's no shrine. We'll see.
Okay, and Zavel is still in the land of shadows and whispers. Is he awakened? Does Zavel find foot?
No, he's sleeping.
Okay. Well, looks like Kashano's coming down. So Kashano, you open up the door and the smell kind of hits you very quickly. In the previous night, the inn was rather dimly lit. There wasn't a lot of candlelight, but as you exit your room, you see it's quite brightly lit now, and it's not super clean, but it's clear that somebody's been making quite the effort to kind of tidy this place up. And there's like a stack of broken flinders and pieces of old furniture kind of piled up to a corner, and areas are kind of polished. And he's set up 3 tables kind of in the main seating area, but you don't see him out in your immediate view from the balcony.
So yeah, I don't want to be rude to Cookie. I'm kind of treading on eggshells here. I don't know what I'm getting into. So I'm just going to sit down at one of the tables and kind of look around the room for anything that's going to give me any more clues to what's going on. So can I don't know, can I perception check or something?
Absolutely. You can play
and that is a nat 20.
As much as you like, sir. A nat 20.
Whoa!
Okay. Well, with your nat 20 perception, you become very acutely aware of everything that's going on in this room. You take a look around, and you feel that this inn has not been in operations for quite some time. The nearest you can equate it to is times where you were hiding out that you had actually gone into abandoned buildings.
Okay.
To kind of hold up for the night. But you can see a bit of extra work has been done here very recently. But aside from that, this place has not been in regular operations until very recently.
Interesting.
You don't notice anything particularly of note other than the things already described to you, that there's, piles of broken furniture, some things have been done.
It almost seems like there's been some sort of fight or something here if there's a bunch of broken furniture.
Yeah, you get the impression that there was likely some conflicts that went on here at some point. In your keen observations, you do see some scorch marks that you would associate with some spells going off in some various spots around the room. You notice there is a crossbow bolt up in one of the ceiling joists that is just kind of sticking out. There's a number of dusty old liquor bottles behind the bar, and a couple of them appear to still be full.
Oh, nice.
And as you're looking around and kind of taking stock of the room and imagining how you're going to get yourself on liquor bottles, the Cookie comes out holding a plate. And
fantastic.
He sees you sitting there. He says, "I trust you had yourself a good rest in your custom arrangement."
Yes, very much so. I found it quite... what can I say? It was better than any place I've ever stayed. But I can't say I got the greatest rest I could hope for. I have a lot of questions, I'm sure you understand.
There'll be plenty of time for that later in the day. For now, you best be eating your breakfast.
Yeah, see...
We got a bit to discuss with the rest of them. I'll be putting something together, a bit of work for you to, we'll say, color even for the evening's rest and the breakfast. And he puts a plate in front of you, and it's some eggs and a slice of meat.
I see. Well, this looks and smells fantastic. But I have to say, yesterday, you were also along this sort of... there will be time for questions, and I was hoping that this morning, while we have a moment, could be a time for some of those questions, perhaps that I might not want the others staying here to overhear.
Are you keeping secrets, little one?
Now, Cookie, I'm not a fool. I think we can drop some of the pretense. You know very well I'm keeping plenty of secrets. You were the only one on that ship who knew my name, and you called it out without prompting. Let's not be coy.
You got me. I'm in the business of knowing stuff people don't necessarily want to know.
That's fine. I'm willing to respect the nature of that sort of business. I was just hoping that you could perhaps tell me if there's any truth to the rumors of Kushano the Wild being on the Sword Coast presently.
Well, I couldn't tell you for certain. I haven't been here for a while myself.
I see. One other little question, because I think you might also be keeping some secrets from us here that you might not want out. You did mention that you hadn't been captain of that boat very long, and I actually got to thinking when we boarded the ship, I didn't meet the captain, but I did see him, and he didn't look quite of your shape. So I was just wondering if you know what happened to the original captain that began that journey.
He looks at you and says, "Well, he stepped down and I replaced him."
I'm going to let that answer stand as it was. Thank you. You're right. Some things are best not known.
Let's just say he was in a spot in which I needed to be at a certain time.
Fantastic. You said plenty. I understand. I don't want to understand more than that.
Eat your breakfast.
Yes, very good, Cookie. Thank you very much.
All right. So, is anybody else coming down? You guys hear some talking going on. And
it's not down. I think I come up.
Yeah,
I think
you come up because your room has to be on a lower floor.
Yeah, so I walk up. All right, I'll just sit down next to Kushano and say good morning to Kushano and Cookie, assuming that he's out there.
Cookie waves from back in the kitchen. "Good morning. I'll have your breakfast out in a moment."
Thank you, Cookie. She's gonna turn to Kashano and she's gonna say, I had a lovely swim last night. How was your room?
I have to say, it was quite comfortable. The amenities I could see coming in quite useful, but a bit troubling as I wasn't planning on coming here to begin with, let alone staying for a while. So I don't know if I'll be able to make full use of the wonderful accommodations, but quite hospitable of Cookie to put us up like this, I'd say.
Well, so far we've spent some time in Waterdeep, and no one has caused any problems as far as for recognizing you.
Well, no, I believe that my new disguise is a little yet unrecognized in town, and I hope to keep it that way.
Yes, they're still going with the old man.
Yes, I found that he works quite well on the occasion that I need to make a little extra coin performing on the streets. People are a bit more generous with a poor old man than an obviously gallant and dashing adventurer like myself.
Yes, and easier to make it seem like I'm a stranger protecting just a random old man getting beaten up in the street.
Are you my protector now, I see?
Well, I did kill a man who was trying to hurt you.
Kashana
Okay,
kind
He
of
comes out with a plate and puts it down in front of Gilberta.
Kashana kind of kicks back. He's like, I see what's going on here. So, what sort of protection fee will you be requiring for your efforts?
None. It was just a statement.
I see. He's kind of eyeballing. He's real suspicious of this. Why is she? You know, he just said he's not planning on hanging around. She's like, I'm your protector, and he's like, all right, it's some kind of scam. I've heard this.
She's gonna say, I'm a cleric. This is what I do.
I see. So might I ask again? You're a bit vague. Why are you here? Why come to Waterdeep?
I don't rightly know.
Just something
I
drawing
was-
you there.
Listen, the way that I got on the ship, if you remember, was I was swimming in the ocean when the ship pulled up. Had a lovely conversation with the previous captain, though I don't remember anything about the previous captain, and came aboard the ship.
He was very forgettable. He was the white toast of people.
Yes, I don't remember anything.
Meme, he was that guy.
Yeah, don't remember anything about that.
If he was a spice, he would be flour.
I was just swimming in the ocean, having some communes with the local fish when the ship came by.
I see.
Okay.
Cookie's back in the room at this point, though, right? He just dropped.
Yeah, he's gone back into the kitchen, and we'll pause that for a moment. Now, Baz, as you're training up in your room, you hear some bangs on the floor, and it's Baz, come down and get yourself some food.
I'll come down.
And Zavel, you hear a similar banging on your floor. Breakfast is on.
He'll begrudgingly go down.
Okay.
Okay.
So Zavel and Baz begrudgingly emerge from their rooms. Come down. Are you guys going to sit with the group, or are you going to?
I'm going to kind of like cat-like sit on the chairs.
So like crouched.
At our table or at a different table?
At your guys' table, with my tail whipping
Alright.
around everywhere.
Oh, sit with people that you know at the very least. And Zavel.
Yeah, he'll climb up on a chair with them.
Okay, Zavel climbs up on a chair and sits with
who
you
sits
guys.
next to who?
Oh,
I guess I'll sit
yeah.
next to Gilberta.
So nice of you to join us. Finally made it out of those wonderfully comfortable beds, I see.
It was a bed.
His is like a mat on the floor.
I didn't see anyone else's room. I was just waiting.
Oh yeah, you didn't even follow, so you didn't
Give
even know
two
that.
shits about anyone else's stuff. I just pretend.
So Cookie comes out and he gives you both a plate of eggs and meat.
Oh, I've started eating at a normal
Oh, yeah.
pace, too.
Yeah, excellent. And he says, "Once you're all done eating, I'd like to speak with a lot of you as a group." And he kind of goes back into the kitchen to take care of things.
Okay, so guys.
Okay, we're doing this now.
What is with Cookie?
I'm kind of playing a little coy here.
Storehouse like, this dude is fucking weird.
He's got these strange tattoos that seem to glow. I'm not sure how I know this, but I have the feeling he's impervious to certain spells.
What exactly did Cookie make for me?
It is two kind of pan-fried eggs and a slice of cooked meat.
Do we once again not recognize
Mystery meat.
I'm gonna use my
you
tail.
You can perception to see if you're familiar with the meat.
Actually, so this one I just started eating foolishly. I guess I wasn't thinking. So now that I'm halfway through it,
Sure.
I'm gonna use my tail to wrap around the meat and just eat it that way.
I got 11 on perception as I'm halfway.
Okay, you didn't eat a lot. It appears to be beef.
Okay, great.
You just seems like a
Zavel-
person to me.
Yeah, yours appears to be beef as well. Just like brain-fed, farm-reared.
Those nat 20s, man.
Butchered recently.
It's from the northeastern hills of
Yeah, right. I
Neverwinter.
Yeah.
I know like the clan name and like the
Organically grown.
Gerald.
Oh man, that's a wasted nat 20 right there.
Yeah, no, it's all downhill from here.
So, but like, what's
So what?
Zavel, are you eating breakfast?
Have you ever seen glowing tattoos on a man before?
Have you ever seen a middle-aged woman beat the crap out of you? Because I have. After that, nothing's weird.
I had many things beaten out of me by many people, I can assure you. But that
have you
particular
had a
combination sounds
middle-aged
unique.
woman? Listen, my master's 40 years old, and she beat my ass like she was 29.
Well, this has gotten a bit dark kind of quickly. Let's turn the conversation to something a bit cheerier, shall we?
So,
Whatever.
tattoos and runes. Do I know anything about those?
So
Do
just to be clear,
a knowledge check.
that was in character because that shit made Kashana real uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's just like, oh, jeez.
Wait, what check you tell me to do?
Let's go with Arcana.
Can we all do an Arcana check?
You could absolutely all do
We're
an
talking
Arcana
about
check.
it. I don't think it's gonna help me much, but
Nope, I got
Okay,
a
I
9.
got 6.
You're like, I don't know, it looks magic to me.
That's why I'm asking. It's 6. Okay.
6? Yeah. That's...
That was weird. You rolled a nat 20 and you were like, suddenly I remember.
Wait a second. Actually, I've met Cookie before.
I know this person.
I lived with him before.
He's my father.
Is anyone else checking?
I guess I'll check too.
You're
I'm just
a
gonna-
man, I know some shit.
I'm just gonna eat the meat that I know everything about.
I don't know anything.
Yeah, Baz doesn't know nothing.
Guys, I know nothing.
Zavel has heard some stories of some islands that can apply a tattoo that holds the magical properties of a specific spell. Much in the same way that you would transcribe a spell into a scroll, but this is a more potent magic that transcribes a spell onto a body.
Interesting.
So Gilberta's like, Kashana, I have no idea about these tattoos. I just swam here. I don't know anything.
So Zavel knows this, but I guess whether or not he wants to say it.
Oh yeah, I guess.
He's more concerned about this mystery meat.
Well, no, it's
Listen,
for all intents and purposes, you feel that it's beef.
He doesn't trust it though. Like they tried to give him meat from some immortal creature. Like
Okay. Well, those of you eating breakfast, once you finish eating breakfast, you get 3 temporary hit points.
Bam!
how many would he get if he didn't eat the meat, but he ate everything else?
If you ate everything else, you can have 2. Just like leaves the meat. It's just
You
like
gotta get your proteins.
Yeah,
up
you
now.
guys are gonna turn him into like a vegetarian or some shit.
it just doesn't trust anything anymore. I don't know what is going on anymore.
So I have to say, Gilbert, I'm surprised to see you eat that. Most of the elves I've met are vegetarians.
Are they? You haven't met me, apparently.
I've only met a few kinds of elves in my day. Only the ones that hang out in the city.
Well, each of us have our unique characteristics, I suppose.
He considered giving you fish, but he thought it might be a faux pas.
Yes, fish. No fish. Thank you. No fish. No thank you.
All right, is that a stereotype that just doesn't ring true? I guess.
No, it's.
I have
listen,
to.
I
meant no offense. I did not mean
it's fine.
stereotype.
No, it's fine. I am a friend of the sea, so fish only if you have to, only if it's dire circumstances.
I see.
But I have not quite had the same life as many elves have had, so I've had to rely a bit on my instincts.
So I was not planning on staying around here. I don't think I am still. I don't know about you folks. You all seemed like you had things to do. What say we catch a ride north together to save some cash and get the hell out of there?
Cookie comes out.
Nope.
As you finish talking.
Gilberto's just like, thank you for the breakfast, Cookie.
Oh,
he kind of takes the seat up.
Delicious. I feel fulfilled, almost as if I can take nearly 50% more damage.
Now, I bet you're all wondering why I brought you all out here.
Good God, yes.
You said something about a job yesterday, I believe.
Indeed, I did. And he walks over to a window covered up by a massive curtain. He kind of pulls the curtain down. And outside the window, you can see this ruined keep that you saw last night, but lit a bit better in the morning light. This here is the Avalon Knights Academy, the foremost adventuring organization / school to ever have existed in all of the Sword Coast.
Are we students?
At least it was. No. But I like where your head is at. See, some friends of mine and we used to run this place, but we had to shut her down ages ago. And I've been looking for a group of people that might help me get the band back together, as they say.
Kashana perks up a little bit. He likes bands.
As you can see, the place is a bit overgrown and in a bit of disrepair. But through the window, you can see there's actually like several buildings in this keep. And he looks at you all and he says, "I understand you all come from different places and you got your own backgrounds, your own ideas and goals. If y'all are willing to join me, there'll be plenty of time for you to establish your goals and you'll have a home here with me. This is a ground floor opportunity like no other."
I feel as if this man may have some of the answers we're seeking. I don't know you, but I feel like the three of you could be possibly, potentially useful allies.
Gilberto says, "Well, Shano, don't be so sure of yourself."
I for one, this is hard because
He's afraid to
doesn't
say the
join
F
things,
word.
but I'm going to join this endeavor, and I hope you will as well.
He's
Right.
scared to say friends, you guys.
Clearly.
Aw.
Jobetta's
Does the Vel
sitting next to Kashano, and she puts her hand like on his shoulder, and she says, "Friends, dear boy, that's the word you're looking for."
does the Vel vocalize this thought that he's afraid to say friends?
Yeah.
Oh,
And he
yeah.
has a mouthful of like eggs coming out, like
He's afraid to say friends.
Koshano kind of looks at everyone around for a second and says, I am careful with my words for a reason.
Understandably so.
Certain words can carry power.
well, duh, you're a bard.
Yes. So you may want to take heed if I avoid using a certain word. Perhaps I have my reasons.
Hey, bard, let me share you a song. F is for friends who do stuff together.
Oh my god.
Yes, well, yes. The songs of
Cookie
Lord.
jumps into the table. You is for you and me.
Square bottom sponge man. Yes.
I have to say that is a very wonderful song, one of my favorites. But I will just say now, if you ever hear me start to sing that, be ready for some shit.
So Cookie slams down this piece of paper in the center of the table for you guys, and he says, "This here's the agreement.
Is that a contract?
Of sorts. You're welcome to read it over and see if you want to get on board."
Joberta reads every word.
Koshano
Okay.
pulls out some little glasses and reads every word.
Baz reads every word.
All right. What is
all
Baz's
kind of
intelligence score? Isabel just kind of skims.
Okay, we need you to like hit your mute button intermittently while he explains the
Right?
contract.
Yeah.
To see how well you each comprehend the contract,
Oh God.
give me a wisdom roll. So I'll go through everybody's results from reading this contract, and you can choose as individuals to see what you share with the group. So first, Kashano, you have a pretty good understanding. This is basically like a ground floor kind of business agreement to kind of reestablish this adventuring company.
Is this a pyramid scheme?
You don't see any. There's nothing about it that kind of rings warning bells in your head.
Okay.
It just says that you will be the first field team in part ownership of the newly established Avalon Knights Academy, or AKA.
Nice. Okay, but nothing else of concern or note in there?
Nothing else of major concern. It's just, it's like you will be expected to complete jobs. You will aid in the reconstruction and establishment of this and share in its bounty, share in its privileges and profits.
Well, I've changed my name before, so fuck it. I go ahead and sign.
All right, and Baz?
I sign it, hand it back, and run to the bathroom.
Baz, you have intimate knowledge of this contract. For some reason, almost like a latent ability from your infernal nature, something about this contract just speaks to you. And you're able to read it through, and it does seem quite beneficial, and it grants an equal share of the adventuring company and school to all people signing at this point. In addition, it says, lodging, access to, any resources or information or availability that the school might come into throughout the time being there. That speaks to you because you feel like you could probably benefit from some more information in your search.
Nice.
And if Cookie is able to access as many resources as he claims to be able to, you feel this might be a good way to kind of get into that. Zavel, you get kind of roughly the same kind of idea of it as Kashano got. Like, this is kind of equal share agreement. There's definitely money to be made in it. And it's kind of entry-level establishment of an adventuring company. You've likely seen contracts like this floating around when some new groups get together and try to establish a mercenary group or a rogues organization.
Cool.
And for Gilbetta, we don't do these in the Elven Seas. So this is all new to me. Like,
Yeah, Gilbetta reads it and she says, "Does seem to be a contract."
like, she doesn't let on. Like, she's like, yeah, oh, it's got the words and lines and everything. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, look at that.
Just like the many other ones that I've seen.
Yes. It's it just looks like a contract. Good.
Precisely.
Very good.
You all have read things over. Are you all going to sign?
I sign it
I'm signing.
with
As
using
signed,
my
Kashano
tail.
signs.
Ravel's gonna climb on the table and sign it.
All right. Just like stands, just like leans over the table. As you lean over the table to go sign it, Zavel, Cookie goes, "We'll have to get you a high chair."
Wow.
Not like a literal
I
one,
thought
just
we
a
were
bit
friends.
more
thought
suited
we're gonna
to your
start it.
size. I'm
Shauna
sorry.
laughed.
I'm
Hard.
old and I used the wrong words.
I thought we called a truce, Cookie. I really thought
Here, have another egg.
he'll take the egg, but he's still slighted.
I'm still pissed, but I'm gonna eat this egg.
All right. Whatever. She signs it.
Excellent. So after you guys have all signed it, he says, "Awesome." He grabs it up. "You're all in on the ground floor."
Huzzah! Perhaps a drink to celebrate.
And Gilbetta says, "Technically, I'm in on the basement floor."
And Kashano hits his drum.
We'll have to reclaim the library, but that might be a bit advanced for where we're at right now.
What could be advanced about cleaning up a bunch of books?
Sounds to me like there might be something in there that they don't want to explore themselves.
There may be. At the height of the Avalon Knights' power, we acquired a vast number of mysterious tomes.
Hold on. We? So you were part of this organization previously?
Indeed, I was. Back to
No, he did say that.
I was eating. I'm sorry. I have trouble
It's very good
concentrating as I
food.
eat.
I understand.
So, wait. So, what happened to the rest of the Avalon Knights?
Most of them dispersed. Went out and went their own way after we got shut down.
Can I roll to see if I think he's lying?
I
Sure.
think he means dead.
Yeah.
What do I roll to see if I think he's lying?
Yeah.
Insight.
Gilberta says, dispersed as in like lived and went their own way, or dispersed as in like into a million teeny tiny particles?
Went their own way. Part of the expansion duties will be to seek out a few of the old members and see if they want to come back.
So what does my insight check of 12 tell me?
Your insight check of 12, you feel like he's telling the truth. And in fact, when he talks about the fact that it broke up and everybody kind of went their own way, there's a bit of emotion to it for him.
All right.
Like he's kind of upset. It's almost a painful memory.
Gilberta says, were there any hard feelings of sort in the party?
There's always conflict when friends get together, but nothing particularly dissident.
This sounds like some Fleetwood Mac shit.
This is why I only get together with enemies.
This is why I only hang out with people who want to kill me, because I know where they're at.
You know where they stand. I've always said that a good enemy can teach you more about yourself than 3 good friends. Oh, shit.
Wow, tell us how you really feel.
And 3 positive equations.
With your powerful words, oh Bard.
I didn't
punch
say the
you.
F-word. Did you say you punched me?
No, he said he should.
Oh. I don't know why that hostility is necessary. I'm simply sharing some thoughts.
Okay. Let's all settle down. Cookie, I know that you're just dying to tell us what we're supposed to be doing first.
I don't mean to belabor the point, but I did suggest a drink celebrating our new business venture.
Oh, you did.
Indeed.
I don't know.
Do you want
I mean,
something
usually
really
friends
hard?
drink together.
Ah, yes. The strongest you have, Cookie. It's a celebration.
Though I
Well,
don't
there's
know
gonna-
if we should be drinking if we're going to have to go adventuring.
Well,
It's all right.
if
One
you
shot will
sit
do
out,
ya.
then it isn't.
He puts out some small glasses
All right, sweet.
and reaches into his belt and produces a flask
Oh, jeez.
that's got like 5 X's on it. And he
Give us
proceeds
the mystery meat, and now you want us to drink your belt juice?
This is getting weird.
he proceeds to pour 5 glasses, and he says, "This is a special concoction of my own design. I come across it when I was in the depths and under the thrall of an aboleth.
So it's man-made.
Ah,
Indeed."
Belt juice that's man-made. Gotcha.
Can I roll some kind of check on this shit?
You
Is this even
certainly
safe
can.
for consumption?
It's fine. You might pass out for a little bit.
Yeah.
I kind of eyeball the drink, and I eyeball Cookie. And well, in for a penny, in for a pound, I suppose.
I have
Alright.
concerns.
All right.
Kashano, do a Constitution check.
Oh god.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, Kashano takes
Trash.
the drink, and as soon as he's done, his head hits the table. Kashano, you are standing in an empty void. And you see nothing around you. And as you say, "Oh shit," that echoes out into the void and then reverberates back. And images of you wearing various disguises over the years begin to appear around you.
I know that fellow. That one. I know that fellow. That one. I know that fellow. That one. I know that.
This bizarre chorus until it echoes off into nothingness.
Hold on. I've always wanted to try. I've always wanted to try. He starts singing, "Whoa, for the longest time, whoa." And there's a bunch of him singing, so he's kind of digging on this for a minute.
Kashano awake. He tilts back up.
Sure! You have to try this, guys.
All right. Now, Gilberta, you can give it a look.
Perception, I
Okay.
guess. I mean, all right. So I got
Okay. So you take a sniff of it. This has not only the highest alcohol content of anything you've ever smelt in your life. You feel like the components of it border on other realms and other planes. It's got kind of a brownish tinge to it. And,
Is she doing this after I drank or after I woke up?
After you drank and woke up.
Oh, so I'm awake now.
So
She
I'm
just
gonna
picks it
sniff
up and
it.
examines it.
Yeah, I'm gonna sniff it, and then I'm gonna be like, Kashano, what just happened?
Oh, it is fantastic. What? That is the best drink I've ever had.
That doesn't tell me what happened.
You just have to try it. It's wonderful. Trust me.
If I drink this, you have to admit that we are friends.
Well, you insisted, so
The
I
bell
lean in and I
baz,
put my
are you
hand
gonna
on her
drink?
shoulder and I
Side
say,
eyes.
if you insist, Gilbetta, we're friends, right? And I cast friends.
Okay.
I don't know what that spell does.
Oh, here you go.
You have advantage on charisma checks.
So for the duration, you have advantage on all charisma checks directed at one creature of your choice that isn't hostile towards you. When the spell ends, the creature realizes that you used magic to influence its mood and becomes hostile towards you. A creature prone to violence might attack you. Another creature might seek retribution in other ways, at the DM's discretion, depending on the nature of your interaction with it. So I say the words, we're friends, right? And that casts the spell of friends. And then I say, drink up, Betty.
No, you just called me Betty.
Yeah.
I also have because I'm an elf, I have advantage on saving throws against being charmed, and magic can't put me to sleep. So I have advantage. 17.
Okay.
Drink it.
So, yeah, you want to drink it. You feel like, yeah, okay, we're friends. I'm satisfied with that.
All right. Javetta's like, all right, you did as I asked.
This is a concentration that lasts up to a minute. So after a minute, the spell is broken and consequences ensue.
Yes. But she may not be conscious in a minute. Give me a Constitution save. Isabel is talking about how tricky you are there, Kashano.
I saw that.
21.
21. Yeah, it's pretty good. You feel a bit buzzed.
Lovely.
And I say, how was it? What did you see?
I see you looking at me.
All right, let's get Baz's Constitution modifier here. Baz takes a swig.
14.
All right, Baz, you feel a bit floored. You have a hard time kind of maintaining your balance in your crouched position.
What about you, Baz? What did you see?
Stuff.
But overall, it tastes pretty good. And Zavel, are you going to take a drink?
Yeah, why not?
I while these guys are checking it out, I'd start to move away from Jobetta.
You're just like, do.
Please let me know when the minute is up.
Okay, it should be up after we get Zavel's results. All right, Zavel, let's
Is
see your
this
Constitution save.
saving throw?
Plus your Constitution modifier. Won't do it as a save. All right, the same kind of thing. You're feeling very tipsy. You're not sure that you'd be able to kind of stand up and walk around under your own power. You need a little bit to recover. But overall, it tastes good. Just some fine liquor. And then the friend spell ends. And you realize that you've had a spell cast on you, Gabetta.
What? Kashano!
I told you you didn't want me to use that word. You insisted.
I did insist for you to use the word. You didn't have to put the magic behind the word.
I can't help it. I don't know how this works.
How do you wait? What?
He's got a little bardic magic, but he doesn't get how it works yet.
I'll
He's
get
level
back
one.
to that question once the room stops spinning.
As soon as there is just one of you, we will have words.
Gilberto crosses the room to Kashana, or the distance, wherever he is.
Kashano tries to put a table between them.
Okay.
Gilberto jumps on the table.
Kashano jumps under the table.
Gilberto laying on the table, puts her head upside down under the table, and she reaches and tries to grab Kashana.
Okay, make a grab attack.
What is that?
Roll plus your strength modifier, and see if you break Kashano's AC.
I can't see it. 8.
Kashano, what's your AC?
14, gangsta.
He's too slippery. You can't grab him.
Kashana slips out the other side where her feet are and tickles them as he comes up and away.
What the fuck? Gilberto tries to kick him. Not hard enough to hurt him, just away.
This madness unfolding.
Yeah.
Okay, make a melee attack. So it's plus your strength modifier.
Again?
Yeah.
15 that time.
Do I get any dexterity attempts here? What the fuck?
No, man, you're getting kicked.
What was that? All right, 15. That beats me. Yeah, I'm a 14.
Take a D4 of damage. Come on, Blue, make him pay for his honeyed words.
Come on, Blue, damage me up.
Yeah, roll that D4.
See how hard you kicked me. Okay.
So, like, boom. So Gilberta like fucking boots Kishano in the face as they're going through this play fight, and everything kind of stops for a moment.
Gilberta says, "Oh shit." She says, "Kashano."
Grabs his face and falls backwards and goes, "Oh shit!"
Gilberta says, "Kashano, now we are even. Please bear in mind that I do not like when people try to charm me like that."
I understand. Please bear in mind that if I choose not to use a certain word, I have a reason. I've said this before. Do you trust me now?
Not entirely after what you just did, no.
Well, what I said was true. Did I not speak with integrity? Did I not act as you requested?
So Val, as you're coming down from the effects, you kind of lay down on the table while still shouting these inciting words out at everybody.
We haven't even
He's
met
rolling
anybody
around on
else
the table
today, and
laughing
we've already
at
gotten
this
in a
point.
drunken bar fight.
She just in response puts her hands on her shoulders and then
I protect my balls. And then what?
cast Cure Wounds.
In my experience, when a woman puts her hand on your shoulders, you're about to get a knee to the ball.
She casts Cure Wounds instead.
So Cookie kind of steps in. He says, "Look, it's all fun and games until somebody gets kicked in the face."
No, that's when it becomes fun and games. Kick him some more.
Hold on. I have to roll for him to up to 8.
Okay, great.
Lovely.
So you get it all back.
So he says,
Wait, so how do bonus hit points work? Because I got 4 bonus hit points, and then I lost 4 hit points. And so do I get my bonus hit points back with heal, or not?
"No, they sit on top of your hit points, and once you lose them, they're gone."
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
so I was even anyways.
Okay.
But I appreciate you fixing my broken nose.
Yeah. I can cast Mend on it if I need to.
Cookie
Okay.
says, "All right, so the first thing we're going to have to do is repair the supply chain. I got enough stuff in the inn to support us for maybe another day or two. But
Oh,
you lot
shit,
should
hold
probably
on.
check out the storage warehouse."
Cookie, you mean to tell me that you went to all the effort of creating customized, well-outfitted accommodations for us, but didn't stock food?
"Yeah, I picked up those spells in town.
Oh,
I wasn't sure how much we'd have for supplies when I got here.
spells, okay. Got it.
But I need you lot to check out the storage house and see what we've got left for supplies. And then after that, we can start negotiation with Golden Fields to work out a supply chain again."
All right, sounds easy enough. Do you have a map of the facilities, something to help us figure out where certain rooms are?
Not at the storage warehouse. It's basically just a giant building with a dock inside.
Sure, but which building is it?
He just points it out from the window, and you can see this kind of long. It's
Fair
this
enough,
long kind of. It's got 2 giant doors in it, and the back end of it butts up against the walls of the keep, and it looks like there are at least 3 floors to it.
Fantastic. Well, then, appears we have a task. Shall we gear up and head over there?
Take stock of the supplies that we got in there, and if you find anything extra for yourselves, it's all yours.
Oh, fantastic.
Let's go.
All right.
Damn, okay, Batman.
So you guys gonna make your way out?
Let's go.
Yep.
Go get your shit together, guys.
Let's do this.
Let's head on out.
Cookie stays behind and starts cleaning up. As you guys exit the inn, you can see that the sign that was propped up against the door last night is now hanging proudly from the top of the doorway there. And you walk around the inn and move towards the these massive entryway of the keep and towards the storage house. As you get in a bit further, you can see that in addition to kind of the main keep area, there appears to be a large mage tower, what appears to be a blacksmithing works, and a couple other buildings that you can't quite identify. Everything's kind of quiet. Occasionally you think you hear some movement in one of the towers, but this all seems quite abandoned. You approach the gates of the storage house, and these massive wooden doors, and there are some smaller people-sized entry doors. You imagine the massive doors are for receiving shipments or taking shipments out. And the door is kind of hanging half open for the regular entry.
All right. Krishana walks up to the door and tries to see in, if he can see in, or if it's dark, or what's going on in there from the outside.
Okay. You peek in, and in the center, you can see this kind of pool of water, almost like an indoor dock. The only bit of light that you can see is the light that comes in from the windows. And there are 2 floors going up, a main floor, and there appears to be accesses that go into a basement. There's a number of crates, kind of ramshackles, strewn about the place, and a couple of them are even tipped over or broken. There are a few barrels. There appears to be a rowboat floating in the water. And then there are gates that open up to access out to the river on the other side. The building is quite massive in size. It's about 60 feet across one side to the other from the doorway where you walk in. And it's about 50 feet across one end to the other.
Gotcha. Gilbetta, quick question, because I don't want to assume anymore. Can you see in the dark? Do you have any sort of dark vision?
Yes, I can see.
I can see better.
Buzz, you say you can see better. Why don't you take a look, see if you can get any sense of where the main storage might be.
Baz, are you going to take a look around?
Baz, take a look.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, okay.
He's like, yeah, this is a warehouse. This is...
This seems
Gilbetta,
like the warehouse.
Gilbetta looks also. Now I do have dark vision.
Yes, you do have dark vision. Is anybody else going to take a look around?
I mean, I'm gonna look, but I don't have dark vision.
I don't have dark vision.
All right, so there's a bit of light. Like, it's still early in the morning, so there's still some light pouring in from the windows in this portion of it. All right, Kashano and Gibretta, you guys both see a kind of desk area just to the left of you as you come in. It seems to be the work area to kind of catalog the comings and goings of this place.
Well, look over there. For perhaps there's some paperwork. Save us all of our time and inventory. I approach the desk area and check out the desk.
All right, you check out the desk. As you read through it, there's some ledgers kind of left out. From the last ledger was from 15 years ago.
Goodness gracious.
All right, so I'm gonna open up the last ledger.
The last ledger shows a lot of outgoing in supplies, and then it just stops after a certain amount of entries.
Does it say where the supplies are going to?
No, just supply withdrawal. All the supply withdrawals are tagged as defense.
Interesting. There seems to be a record of a mass exodus for some defense effort. I think there's something Cookie isn't telling us.
Yes, he hasn't said much. He said they. What was the word he used? Disbanded. Something or another.
He speaks of bands a lot. Do you suppose he's also a bard?
I don't know. He seems to be a lot of things and telling us none of them.
In addition to this ledger, you also find a diagram. The diagram kind of shows how things are to be laid out in the storage house. So you can see on the floor that you guys are on the right-hand side is supposed to be offloading. The left-hand side is supposed to be loading. To the left-hand side, there are 4 stairways marked going down. One stairway marked going down says food. The other stairway marked going down says equipment. And then the last stairway marked going down is miscellaneous goods.
Oh, sorry,
3
you said
stairways.
the left.
3 stairways. 3 stairways.
The left was
3
4.
stairways marked going down.
Jabetta
Well,
says, what do you think? Where should we go first? We've got food, some miscellaneous varieties, and equipment. We know we need to check out at least the food and equipment for Cookie's little quest.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'd love to see what other sort of items we can pick up outside of standard supplies. I'd like to check out the miscellaneous room. Can't pass up a mystery.
Zavel and Baz, could you guys make a perception check for me? Baz, you don't see nothing. Zavel, you swear you see something moving across the second floor out of the corner of your eye.
Can I take a pot shot at it?
You certainly can. Make an attack with disadvantage. So I'll take this 15. You just with your roguish reflexes, as you hear something running across, you just turn and immediately shoot with your crossbow, and you hear a "Gah!" and some stumbling, and then over the top of the kind of railing in the second floor, 3 heads emerge, and we're in initiative.
Fuck.
Yes. God.
We just wanted the stuff, Zavel.
Well, shit shouldn't have been creeping around.
Zavel shoots first and asks questions later.
Yeah,
Clearly.
my
There we go.
Solo is a bit.
Ah, shit.
Oh my lord.
Oh, there you go.
Hey.
Well, I
Sorry.
guess, yeah, since he started it.
So,
Makes sense. And
He's
of
the
course,
only one
Baz the
looking.
puncher guy.
yeah.
Like, yeah, fight all the things. Been hanging out with the homie Baz.
No, we haven't.
He's just so matter of fact all the time.
It's like, no, that's not true.
I thought we were all friends.
You're all friends.
Alright, cool. Whatever. I'll just do stuff together with myself.
That's hot.
And you can't watch.
Oh well. That's what I have the tail for.
That's what I got the tail. Just hot fan fiction of Baz. Okay.
Oh jeez, I just realized what
ship
group
it.
we're into.
yeah, no, this is coming down. Okay, so all right, at the top of the round, the one creature at the top draws a short bow and decides to take a shot at Baz. And Baz does a whole big old 10 break your armor class.
Nope.
Yeah, I didn't think so. So a small arrow whizzes past you.
Oh no, I'm going to deflect that with my tail.
Oh, you're going to catch it? Okay. All right. So give me... Are you going to try and catch it and throw it back, or are you just going to catch it?
Oh no, I can only catch it now. I can't.
Oh,
deflect.
you don't have like the full deflect yet? Okay.
Yeah, I don't have it yet.
Okay, so it starts to go past you, and you like snatch it with your tail. And then we go into Zavel.
Wait, so now that I see what's going on, I yell, "Give him hell, Zavel!" I hand him a bardic inspiration die.
Oh hell yeah! I'm a
Oh,
ring
I
hell.
you have that one
Let's
chambered.
go. Can I
Hit
see
it.
the thing that I shot?
Yes, you can.
Shoot at it again.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I get 3. I'm handing out a bardic inspiration to each one of you.
Okay.
Use it as you please in the next 10 minutes.
Hot damn.
Yeah, that's another hit. That guy dies.
Zabel's
So-
gonna shoot it and be like, bitch.
as he's kind of limping from this crossbow bolt in him, Bill just fires another shot and goes through his head, and he drops down and kind of rolls over and flops off with the scaffolding at the top.
Anybody else want some?
And then we go to Baz.
What do I see?
You see three small heads poking up over the railing on the second floor with pointy ears.
I'm gonna go as close as I can to them.
You can move up. There's a lot of like hanging rigging and ropes and this kind of thing. Did you want to try and climb up and go after them?
Sure. Let's do that.
All right, give me an acrobatics check or an athletics check, whichever you choose. Acrobatics. Yeah. Okay, so it's Cirque du Soleil up in this bitch. So Baz, seeing something to punch, overcome with joy, runs forward and leaps up and grabs onto some rigging and kind of like pulls himself upside down and upward swings and lands next to these three creatures.
All right.
And I'm gonna punch the closest one.
And you can see these small, kind of yellowy greenish skinned creatures holding short bows and small blades, and they're covered in armor that looks like a variety of household items. Make your attack roll. That's a big hit. 6 damage. Okay. The
And
other
then
swing.
13
That's
again.
also a hit.
And 4 damage for the.
So he's hurt really bad. So you like Cirque du Soleil your way up here and give this guy like a 1-2, and your second punch to his lower abdomen knocks his feet out from under him, and he face plants down in front of you, gasping for air and bleeding from his face.
Square up.
So the other two, who still have actions now, well, the one is already gone, and this guy's not doing anything. He's on the floor gasping for breath. So the other guy kind of comes at you and tries to take a swing with his sword. And he rolls a massive 14.
15's my armor class, so I'm just gonna dodge.
He's just out of the way. He can't even touch you, and we move on to Kashano.
Okay. So there's 2 left, and they're both at full health, right? Neither of them.
Two that you can see. You saw Baz go up there, throw some punches, and one just dropped out of your sight.
Okay. Great. So the one that I can see that's closest to Baz, I yell at him. I don't know. Fuck. Good God, man! Where did you get your armor? Junkyard? That's my vicious mockery.
That's your vicious mockery of him.
My vicious mockery.
Okay. He's not incredibly wise, but he rolled not well enough, actually, because he has -1 wisdom. So
Okay,
he beat you, but he was his actual condition just knocked him down a little bit more. So he's just too dumb.
It was kind of a lame insult, but he's so dumb that he gets pissed off.
He's just like, oh, my feelings. And he takes the damage.
Great, and don't forget that also gives him disadvantage on something. I think disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its turn.
All right, these guys are probably going to leg it. This was a brutal first volley, so I don't imagine them sticking around very long. Gilbreth.
One hasn't been hit at all, right?
One hasn't been hit at all yet.
Okay. So I, at that one, am going to cast Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Which is, they have to make a dexterity saving throw or take 1d8 damage.
Okay. Let's cock dice. They rolled a 19.
Fuck. Well, my spell save DC is 14.
Okay. So does he take half damage on a save? Sometimes it's a thing.
No.
Okay, this guy ducks out of your righteous flame that comes down kind of from the top. And we go back to the top of the round, and it's this guy.
Wait, I wasn't done.
Oh, what else you got? Sorry.
I just want to, as a bonus action, if I can find it, because Baz is within 60 feet of me as well, right?
Yeah, you can still see him.
So I can use, it takes materials normally, but I'm going to use my holy symbol.
Okay.
To cast Shield of Faith.
Okay.
On Baz, giving him +2 bonus AC.
All right.
And that's up to 10 minutes with concentration.
So Baz, you're enveloped in this kind of moon glow. You feel that you're gaining extra protection. Okay, so the guy at the top of the round was not expecting this brutal reprisal.
We're not expecting
that
a
has come
fucking
down.
acrobat ass kicking.
Yeah, he's just fucking Batman's his way up. So he's like, okay, well, I'm out of here. So he turns and he's gonna leg it, and he just uses his entire turn to run across this scaffolding to this hole in the wall.
Does Baz get an opportunity attack on that? Because I feel like you'd take it.
No, he's going the other direction away from Baz.
Oh, I would have took it, all right.
Oh, yeah, you would have took it. And we go back to the top of the round with Zavel.
So, like, there's nothing else to shoot?
There is one other guy to shoot that is fighting Baz right now that you can see.
Is that the guy that took psychic damage, or the other guy?
Yeah, that's the guy who took psychic damage already.
Okay.
Oh, so he's already engaged? Cool, I'm gonna shoot him.
All right.
Get that sneak attack.
Get that sneak attack damage. So that's a hit. 9 piercing damage. So Zavel loads up another shot, and just as this one's getting ready to take another swing at Baz, a crossbow bolt pins him to the wall. And he just kind of dangles there comically and goes limp. And all that is left is this last one laying on the ground, coughing up blood. And the only person who can see it is Baz.
Okay.
And it's Baz's turn.
So I'm going to use my tail to wrap it around his neck
Okay.
and pull him up towards me in my face.
Okay. So you just see Baz's tail lift this small creature up to his face from your guys' position down there.
Oh, fuck. All right.
I'm going to tell him, tell us what you're doing here, or I'll punch you again.
Does anyone speak Goblin?
Nope. I got common and undercommon.
I got Common and Inferno.
Oh. I got Elvish, Dwarvish, Celestial, and Common.
I had a feeling they were Gerblins.
Zavel? Do you speak
No,
Goblin?
I don't speak Goblin.
Okay.
You think
So
all
nobody
sorts-
speaks Goblin. He attempts in broken common to speak to you. Treaty! Broken! Make home!
Treaty broken, make home? Do the rest
Make
of us
home.
hear this?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he's
heard.
kind of screeching it, like, begging for his life. He struggles with every word.
Gilberto says, treaty with whom?
Knights!
Of Avalon?
Leader gone!
Be more helpful, or I'll punch you.
He panics. He's just like shaking. He tries to say, Leader gone! Make home! Supplies ours!
Koshano yells, your leader left or the knight's leader left?
Leader gone?
Your
punch
leader? Hold on. Koshano looks around to see if there's a way to get up there.
There's like some ladders.
Okay, Koshano makes towards that ladder to climb up it. and climbs up it. And does
You don't
whatever
want
he
to do an
can.
acrobatics and see if you can do it.
No,
He's not going to try and show up back.
That's not what he's going for right now.
Okay. So you climb up there and this.
Okay, so I look at the little thing that's being choked out right now as it bleeds to death, and
Much of the bleeding is internal.
and I'm like, okay, all right. What is your name? Name. What call you?
Me, Splinter.
All right, Splinter. Splinter leader gone or Knights leader gone?
Splinter leader gone.
When Splinter leader gone?
Long.
All right.
Do you wanna join him?
Does Splinter have new leader?
He shakes his head.
Does Splinter have new leader?
He shakes his head some more.
All right, fucking Paz, kill him.
I'm gonna crack my knuckle
You crack your knuckles.
really hard in the face.
Okay. Roll an attack roll. It's even funnier if you miss it at this point.
No.
Yeah, no,
God.
you punch a hole in this small creature's head. You're sort of like.
All right. Anyways, shall we check out the miscellaneous stairs?
Yes, let's go. Wait, should we loot the bodies first or come back later?
I'm gonna loot this body. I'm
Yeah,
gonna see what's
I
on him.
want to loot body.
You're gonna climb up the stairs, Isabel, and go loot bodies?
What thing
Oh
of
yeah, I'm
value
gonna try to
would
climb that
any-
shit like Spider-Man.
What,
You're
what
gonna
thing of value?
do an acrobatics. Let's see what you got.
Can't
So
be
you
bad.
make it up, but it's not as impressive. You just kind of like high school rope climb and swing over.
Wait, can I try? I want to try.
You could try.
I want to attempt a dolphin dive out of the water.
You're gonna like dip
No.
down. swing down.
Oh god.
So you see Gibretta like swim down, pop out of the water just like 2 feet, and then flop back down, and then begrudgingly climb out and climb the ladder. So you guys search the bodies.
Why are you spending your time searching through trash heaps when there's a mysterious compartment from a long dead knight's order?
We are here to
One
get
man's
to it.
trash is another's treasure, so shut the hell up while we loot these bodies.
All right,
Exactly.
All right.
for trash, I'm
We
going
don't
looking
know-
for treasure.
We don't
If you
know
wanna
the
find-
nature. Kashano, we don't know the nature of these goblins or their relationships to this place. They said they tried to make this home. Maybe they've already got looted items in their bloody pockets, for Christ's sake, from having looted the place. You don't know. It doesn't hurt to check. We're not. We've killed them all or chased them off already.
Gilbetta, let me ask you a question. When one is in their home, do they carry their valuable items? Or do they store them somewhere safe?
But they were. This wasn't their
If
home.
you're talking, well, when it comes to me, yes, I take it with me.
He's got everything he owns on his back.
Baz, quick question. What do you think the word home means?
This is
What do you think my fist means?
Ooh,
I've
fight,
yet
fight,
to find
fight,
any
fight.
meaning in the way you use your fists, good sir.
Do you want to
Show
find
him,
out?
show him. Fist to face.
Kashano has already been kicked in the face once today. I think
He
let's-
needs another bashing.
These hands are ready to eat.
all right. So who is searching bodies?
I'll search the one that's wrapped around my tail.
Okay.
I want to search the one against the wall that's pinned.
Okay.
Alfredo
You
kind of
guys
sees
both-
what else is on this level. He's gonna kind of walk what else he can see around here.
Let me know if you see
Okay.
a net.
Oh, net. Okay, yes, I'll write that in my wish list.
And
Okay, let's go with Baz. On your guy, you find a rondo crocite, an opaque light pink gem. It's worth about 10 gold pieces.
Okay, I'll take those. I don't know what the first thing is.
Well, no, that's what it is. That's
Oh,
that was the name and then the description.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's worth 10.
For the rest of them, you find so Zavel. In yours, you find 16 gold pieces.
Good lord.
Hell yeah.
And the gold
Yeah.
pieces are stamped with an AKA.
I'm gonna
So
throw
it's
the.
not like standard currency.
They are standard currency, but they have an additional stamp put on them, like they're earmarked for something.
Oh, okay. I'll note them separately on my sheet.
I'll
Okay.
throw the body into water that's down there.
Just throw it in, things down below. All right, Gibretta, are you going to look through one too?
Yeah, there's one left, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see.
Well, there was actually 4, so there's one for everybody to search.
I thought one of them ran.
Oh yeah, one did get away. I forgot he got away.
Yeah.
So there's
Okay.
only 3. All right, Gibretta's going to search hers, and that one has potentially less on it.
Great.
Yeah, you didn't get the wealthy one.
You got a dented pan.
That one has 10 copper pieces on it.
Oh.
Money is money.
Money is money.
Oh shit!
And
We're going
also, it has a stamp that has a kind of coat of arms on it, and there's an A in one end of the coat of arms and a K in another end of the coat of arms.
What is this?
It's a stamp.
There's a K at the other end.
No.
Oh, right. Okay, no, wait. I get it. I get what you're saying. Got it. I'm looking around the same floor that the Gerblins were killed on.
Okay, you're looking around and you see this. It looks like there's a bunch of holes in the wall. There's some equipment that was used for loading up things, and there is one crate kind of across the gangplank on the other side that appears to be untouched.
Aha! I am going to go get a closer look at their crate.
Okay.
And I'm not going to say shit about anything to anyone else who's searching through the garbage people.
That's fine. Gilberto walks over anyway.
So is this perception or investigation?
You can investigate the crate.
Can I choose
perceive it? You already know it's there.
Oh, okay. I'm better with perception. Okay. Ah, god damn it.
Yeah, it looks like a crate to you.
Looks like a crate. Great. Let's see what I got in my. I'm gonna use my dagger to try to pry it open.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
That's not gonna go well. All right.
Okay, so you managed to pop it open a crack. Yeah, inside you see what looks like slots for many, many potions, but there appears to only be 4 left inside.
Oh, great. Can I give it another rip to try to crack it open?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ah, shit.
Gilberto
She's
was
like,
watching her.
After struggling for... struggling loudly, but he still doesn't want to say anything.
Everybody else is like pulling gems and gold coins out of goblin.
No, Gilberto walked over after she got her copper, and she was like, "What the hell is this dude doing?"
Okay.
So I've been watching just from afar.
Watching me struggle against this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just say, need a.
Right. Welcome to Have a Try.
All right. Is there anything in this? Have you seen, Kashana?
Yes. There's a few potions. It might be useful. I'd say, please help me open this. I can't get it open by myself.
All right.
He doesn't like any part of it.
I just wanna like take my mace out and try to just like kind of
G
break
it
apart.
open.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. 17. All right. You break it wide open, and inside you find 4 potion bottles. You're not able to identify them initially. You can do an Arcana check to see if you want to identify
Arcana?
them. Yeah.
Ugh.
No. You don't know nothing for potions. Are you going to let everybody else know
Yeah,
that you
I'm
guys
gonna.
found some potions?
I'm gonna try to gather them into my bag quietly.
So like,
I'm gonna grab one from him as he's trying to do this.
I was just taking them back to Cookie. Perhaps he knows what they are.
Yeah, I'm gonna take one just to be sure. Kashano.
Okay.
Kashano the Quick, trained by Kashano the Wild.
Might we?
I need to keep an eye on you in situations like this.
Perhaps we shouldn't tell the others about these quite yet till we know what they are.
I'll just take this one.
So, but we're going to keep this between us, are we?
For now.
Fantastic.
okay.
I knew that we were good, amicable acquaintances.
Yeah.
So careful with the words. All right. So you guys kind of gather back up again. Baz, Zavel, do you guys have any input?
Am I able to retrieve my bolt from that goblin, or like, is it?
You can go ahead and retrieve
I don't have to retrieve my fist.
it. Retrieve
Out of that griblin's head.
out of that goblin skull.
You guys ready? Because I've just been sitting here watching you guys do this.
I do think that we should have. There was nothing interesting in this crate. I think we should have a look.
Kashano, please calm down. Let's just go to the miscellaneous items room like we originally planned.
Yes, let's go.
All right.
Perception check.
Sure.
I want to like listen to kind of get a feel for if there's anything else scurrying around. Since we kind of like got startled, or Zyvel got startled by the inhabitants of this.
Okay. Let me see that perception. So Isabella's like, everybody shut the fuck up for a moment. This could take a...
What do my halfling ears hear?
Your halfling ears hear so much. You hear some scurrying about in the storage areas as they were marked on the diagram. And you hear some kind of hushed whispers. You hear kind of somebody yell something, and then everybody else get quiet. And then some scampering around.
Like, does it sound like common or like some kind of like sentient? Well, I mean, obviously it'd be sentient because there's whispers, but like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, does it sound like panicked or like?
It sounds frightened for sure. Like this is not these aren't like regular activities. These are people that are scrambling for a place to go.
Oh, okay. He's gonna shrug and he's gonna make like these like Naruto-esque like hand motions. Like it's like his form of thieves' cant in a way, if anybody would be able to pick up on that, but then he remembers who he's around.
It's just like we're learning so much about Zabel right now because Zabel's in a quiet situation for espionage and starts going into like complex hand signals. And everybody else is like,
Zabel, what the fuck are you doing?
There's like other things here. There's like whispering and scampering, so we should be on our guard. There may be more of these goblins.
All right,
Well, obviously,
just
there's
like
more. Goblins are like cockroaches. You see one, there's 1,000.
Well,
but it never hurt. Never better safe than sorry. So Gilberto, I'm just gonna keep my mace in my hand.
what if that one that got away like told his friends, and then they're gonna like ambush us because we're murder hobos?
Why would they not?
Yeah, let's just carry on. Let's not dilly-dally. If they are coming back, I assume we want to not be here when they do, so...
I'm
Yes.
going to keep my crossbow handy. I would like to hold an action to shoot upon the first thing that I see.
Okay. So crossbow at the ready. In what order are you descending the stairs?
Well, I think me and Joe Better were furthest away from.
Yeah, we were off like to the side.
Okay. Are you guys going to go out ahead of everybody, or are you going to wait?
Well, unless somebody went before Kashano, he went down because he's over this shit.
Yeah. Same with Gilbetta. They made their little shicey deal, and they're like, all right, let's go.
All the better to shoot them in the back of the head.
All right.
I mean, yeah, lead the way.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Lead the way. Everything's going to be just fine.
Yeah, just look at the flowers, Lenny.
So you guys come downstairs. So I'm imagining this going Jabretta, Kashano, and then Baz and Zavel, respectively.
That sounds about right.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
I go in mace in hand, not, just cautiously and kind of look into the room or doorway.
Does anyone have a torch?
I do.
Okay. It's perfectly black down here. Like, there's no light.
I can see.
Can I see anything with my dark vision?
Your dark vision, you can see as though there was a small amount of torchlight if you have dark vision.
Yeah, I'll light up a torch.
Okay. You light up a torch, and could you also give me a perception check because you're at the front of everything?
Yeah. 18.
You notice that as you come across the final step, strewn upon the floor is a collection of small animal bones.
All right. I assume everyone's behind me.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of look behind me and like get your all's attention, and then I kind of just like point down to the bones, and then I take another step in.
Okay. Are you attempting to step over these bones?
Yeah. I mean, assuming that it's like not like I'm, assuming it's large enough for me to step over.
Okay. You can step over it fairly easily.
Okay.
Okay, great.
All right, so Jabretta, lets everybody know about the bones and kind of steps over them, keeps on going inside.
I'm right behind her, so I'm gonna kneel down and take a look at the bones, see if I can figure out what they are.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
Oh, God damn it.
These look like bones to me.
Friends, it appears there's some sort of bones there. Or not, I didn't say that word.
So much for being quick. Sounds like you're kind of not as quick as you thought you were.
Shit. Some savage bars being slung.
I'm simply relaying information up.
As your torchlight kind of illuminates the room, you can see various crates of all kinds of shapes and sizes, almost forming a kind of maze in this room. Many of them have been torn open and with the lids left beside them, and straw packing materials kind of strewn about.
Kashano goes to the nearest open crate and starts digging through it.
Okay.
Can I investigate the bones, like, to see if they're arranged in some kind of way, like how people would do, like, shrines or, like, rituals or whatever?
Sure thing.
This is the best. Like, what's great is that I don't have to do anything. It's just.
So, Zavel, you take a look and investigate it. To your knowledge, this doesn't appear to be arranged in any particular way for any rituals. It doesn't appear to have any occult meaning to you. The bones are of small rodents, the occasional bird or fish, but it occurs to you that this is something goblins do as kind of an early warning system.
Great.
So that when people walk on the bones, they kind of know where they are.
Learned that in Goblin. That's such a good anime.
He's gonna make sure not to step on the bones or touch them, and he's gonna turn to Baz, who's I'm assuming behind him or beside him, and make like the quiet, like finger to the mouth type thing, and point.
All right. Does Baz pick up on this?
Gotcha.
Okay. All right. So, Kashano, you are rooting through the nearest open crate?
Correct.
All right. Yeah, with your investigate, you don't really see anything of note. You're just kind of like Kashana leans over a crate and is like throwing packing materials out over his head. It's gotta be something good in here. Good loot or a dagger or something. Come on.
There's always something forgotten when there's this much packing material.
Gilberto just looks to see if. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Gilberto looks around to see if there are any unopened crates.
You can see because the entrance kind of snakes to the left after you go in with the stacked up crates, and you can see there is a longer crate kind of making up this wall of crates on the bottom that doesn't appear to have been open.
Krishana, meanwhile, goes to the next nearest open crate.
Krishana's going to be in here all day.
It was really hard to open that last one, so he's hoping for an easy.
All right, Krishana, give me an investigation check.
Okay.
I'll probably roll like a 2.
Right?
Pretty close.
This is so on character.
This isn't his day.
This is a day like many Kashano has had.
Yeah.
This is life, baby. This is not just his lane. This is fucking highway. This is where he lives.
Is anybody else gonna?
While he's doing that and throwing packing material all over the floor, I'm gonna look at this. You said it's like a wall of crates.
Yeah.
How tall are they?
They're about 15 feet tall.
Wait, can I clear up? Did you say there's one long crate at the bottom of the wall, or just one big giant wall of unopened crates?
One long crate at the bottom of the wall. The rest appear to be opened at various sides or...
Okay.
Yeah.
So is it something that I think I could disassemble to get to the long crate, or?
You feel like it might take some extra assistance if you're going to try and Jenga it out. You could try to open this crate from the side and get into it.
I'm gonna. Is everybody in the room at this point?
Yeah, everybody's kind of come down. Like Zavel and Baz, you guys have kind of stepped over the bones, right?
I guess I just stepped over the bones by luck.
Well, you saw them.
I guess, I wouldn't intentionally step on a thing that I don't know anything about, so yeah.
You just saw them and you're just like, doop, doop, doop.
I have no idea what's going on with that. I'm going to walk over it.
Yeah.
Baz, if we can rip Kashano away from throwing packing all over the floor, we might be able to get his help. Let's see if we can get these crates.
All right, we'll have some tail action later.
What? Jobet is just like, hey, Kashano.
All right, are you getting it open?
Yeah, Jobet is like, hey, Kashano. Let's
What?
see what we can do with this big ass wall of crate.
Oh,
sorry, that's my accent. Let's see what we can do about this big ass wall of crate.
But those. All right. Well, one crate's as good as another, I suppose.
We're going to probably want to go through them all eventually anyway, so.
Well, you can't leave behind something good.
All right, Kashano.
Look, you all looked through living piles of garbage. All right, I'm looking at actual crates that ship things.
Some goblin racism going on here.
They were wearing garbage armor. I'm not speaking of the beings themselves.
Well,
I'm just
at
saying
least
they
they
were
weren't
covered
wearing
in
a
garbage.
garbage face, Kashano.
Okay,
Snap.
so who all is trying to open this crate?
I'll help.
I'm in.
All right, Baz is in. Kajana's
And
in.
by open it, I'm gonna punch it.
Okay.
I'm gonna watch because there's gonna be shrapnel if Baz is punching, and I'm not about that life.
Okay, as you go up and try to open up the crate, the wall begins to shake and crates begin to tumble down from the top onto you guys.
Back
I
up!
want everybody to make a dexterity save.
Jesus.
Dexterity is my wheelhouse, baby. Let's do this.
It's gonna roll a 2.
Oh my god, mine was
Kashano the
worse.
quick, huh?
Baz.
Oh, I already did mine.
Literally
Oh,
a
yeah,
card
yeah.
game.
Baz fucking backflips out of the way. You guys take 7 bludgeoning damage from falling crates as a section of this crate wall collapses down onto your heads.
Okay, so I take my temporary hit points first, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
And
I already
would've
lost
had
my
4
temporary hit points when I got kicked in the face.
Did I still get hit?
No,
So that
because you
was-
stayed back. You
Just
stayed
oh yeah.
back and watched.
So that was a
just-
pretty
I
brutal
just
hit
wanted
for
to know.
Koshano.
Oh, yeah.
Koshano's in pain.
You watched everybody else suffer, and you saw more of Baz's incredible acrobatics. you had a front row seat.
I'm gonna put I'm gonna make a small scorecard off of like some miscellaneous trash off the ground.
Just like
Koshano, -3.
awesome. So Baz
Kashano's
is
sad face
ninja
on
AF.
a piece of parchment.
Baz is ninja AF. Okay, so
Yeah.
after this kind of comes down, you guys kind of emerge from these empty boxes that have kind of broken on the floor and over your bodies.
Great. Is that
I'm
long
gonna-
box open now, though?
What was
Koshano's
the roll
moaning.
to open it?
What?
We'll say, Baz, you made a punch roll before everything came down. Give me a punch roll on the box.
Sweet. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, give me the damage on that. Crossbow at the ready. Before Baz ninja flipped away, he got the box open.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? And this staff is inside, covered in packed materials.
Mm.
I'm gonna
make it
grab.
a staff.
I'm gonna grab the staff.
Okay.
I'm gonna do an Arcana check as he's grabbing it. So really
Yeah, me
stop
too.
his motion, but it looks magical. Hey, yeah.
It looks like it might be.
Oh,
Doing your Arcana check on it, the staff appears to have some small amount of magical properties. You're not sure what it might be.
Okay,
My
I've
staff.
seen worse. I say go ahead and grab it. I'm not gonna stop him.
All right,
All right.
I'll grab it, and I guess I'll dodge out of the way of their crates.
you just grab it,
It's all
open the
happening.
crate, grab the staff, jump out of the way, and watch your friends get covered in crates.
Perfect.
Basically, yeah.
And, and like kind of cat-like pounce on
Yeah.
like rails.
All right. Well, for all intents and purposes, this is simply a quarter staff currently. All right. So, do you guys want to proceed down this kind of crate maze?
Yeah, more
yeah.
crates. I want to
mean,
try to
I
open
do-
more crates.
Slowly, like tentatively, because like I'm not feeling so great. So
How
Yeah,
far
you
can
guys
you
are like,
see?
okay.
Oh yeah, wait, no, that's right. I'm an incredible. Forgot about that.
Yeah, I'm suffering. I'm suffering really bad. It hurts a lot. All right, who's going first, though?
No, I'll go first.
All right, Baz takes up point. He's undamaged and he's got his shiny new quarterstaff. Who's after Baz?
Not Kashano. He's limping along.
Kashano's like, oh, I'm gonna go to the back.
And yeah, Jobetta's in the back.
So you guys have like shifted places now.
I'm not feeling great. Like,
Okay.
I'm a lot less confident about this place.
yeah.
You kind of weave your way down this kind of corridor of empty crates. There's packing material strewn all over the place. And you start to reach a point where there are symbols on the floor, kind of drawn into the floor in red.
Oh, that's not good.
I
Here
don't think
and
we
there.
should be.
This is
Make perception checks. Baz, you make the first one because you're in front.
Did you guys find anything?
Wish we hadn't used the heal at breakfast. Okay, so you think you can hear a kind of rhythmic chant coming from the back of this room.
nope. I've been in
towards where
Cursed
you're
Shroud. I'm out.
Nope. That's just like
Nope. I played Cursed Shroud as a player. I am out. I'm not doing this fight again. That fight was too much.
It's probably not what you think it is.
Okay. Bass is just going to be like,
Zavel, you notice that as you get deeper and deeper into this room, there's more and more of these. And Kashano, that's your Arcana, never mind. Yeah, you notice more and more of these small kind of pictographs and runes kind of drawn all over the floor and then up into the boxes as well. As you get deeper and deeper, they get more prevalent.
Kashano will do a perception check too.
Yeah, I don't think we should be here.
Yeah, Kashano, you see them too, and you see they're just like all over the place now.
I rolled a 1.
Yeah, Jabretta, you don't see nothing. You're like, whatever. It's just a room full of boxes, guy. What's your problem?
Yeah, it's just guys, boxes. Let's go. We're looking through the boxes, right?
No, hey Cleric, can you like detect like evil, or isn't that like what you people do? Can you do that?
I don't have that spell prepared currently.
What the fuck kind of cleric are you?
dude. Rude.
You know what's rude? All these red marks around, and we have no idea what the fuck they are.
Zavel, you seem to have some information about goblins. Do they tend to set traps?
What? What? How am I supposed to know about goblins?
Maybe do a knowledge check? I don't know.
You knew about the bones.
You could do a knowledge check, nature, for goblins.
Yeah, you knew what was up with the bones, so I'm assuming you know shit.
That's like a typical trap. Like, you could use cans or whatever. That's not inherently a goblin thing.
But to me, it seems like you're way wise on this. Kashano, it's not an unreasonable question to ask.
I don't know jack shit about goblins.
I see.
Okay.
Yeah, I see, said the blind man to the deaf dog.
Does anybody else want to see what they see? What they know?
I know about the same as Isabel.
You guys have gone deep into this goblin hole. Nobody knows shit about goblins.
All I know is that we probably should not be here.
The chanting continues. It's almost a little louder now.
Chanting? Can we hear? Like, Can we recognize?
It's getting gradually louder. Zavella's hiding.
I'm gonna back up. Like, I'm gonna back towards like where we came into the room at.
Tread quietly.
Yeah.
Like I'm just gonna slowly like nope.
So it seems as though there's some shit going on here.
The chanting appears to be just one person, though. Like, it's not a lot of voices.
Are we all hearing the chanting, or is it just Isabel?
Yeah, you can all hear it now.
Okay.
Is this some kind of like religion or some shit? Like,
Can I do a religion check to see if I recognize it as some sort of like
Yeah.
Sure.
religious
Yeah, does anybody know what this is? Oh, not me. Fuck.
Nope. Kashana's got no rolls today. Jabretta, the chant appears to be of a religious nature. Like the flow and the kind of pattern of it reminds you of a prayer.
I'm gonna say, guys, as I've done a lot of praying in my time, and I mean, I don't speak Goblin or whatever, but it kind of sounds like it could be a prayer, which there's good gods and bad gods, so that could really go either way. But I'm just letting you know.
Sounds like we should just go home then and not intrude.
Hold on. You're all about to turn away from possible fantastic loot because someone's praying?
Yeah.
Please.
Everybody's all like, "Yep, hard no."
I mean, listen.
I mean, they're gonna be like even more hostile. We're like desecrating their ground.
Fine. Whatever.
I mean, if you want to go get your ass kicked, that's fine. Go ahead.
I've had
I
my
mean, those
ass kicked
boxes
plenty
already
today.
did a number on you, and you can't even defend yourself. So,
Look, Zyvel, little warrior
Zabella's
you
the
are.
most mean girl halfling.
Perhaps it would be best for you to remember that while a tough man may get himself out of any situation, a smart man can get himself out of worse situations. I don't remember how the saying goes, but let's go in there.
and an even smarter man wouldn't call me little because he'd end up with a bolt between his eyes.
Kashano, you really seem to want to get kicked and punched today. Listen, if you really want to go in there, I will help, but
I'm just saying, as long as we don't do any more acrobatic maneuvers into a pile of goblins or open up any more crates supporting a giant wall of crates, we should be fine. Let's just be a little more logical about how to act.
All right. Keep it limping, pimpin'. You can lead the way.
And Kashano tries to act brave, but he's actually limping, and he's like, onward!
All right, lead the way.
Okay.
Gilberta's still gonna stay at the back.
Okay.
Like she's gonna walk, she's gonna follow him. But whoa,
I'm inciting that bravery.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can tell that he's not doing so hot. You
Another
come to another turn in this maze of crates, and you can see kind of the flickering of some torchlight.
Put it in my hand. Acting like I've done this shit a billion times.
Okay.
No one move.
uh-huh.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand still.
Okay. The chanting stops,
Oh shit.
and you hear scrambling,
Oh shit.
and then what sounds like a cupboard close.
What? All right, so they're obviously more scared of us than we are of them, except maybe for Kashano. So
Savage.
Kashano knows no fear as he pisses.
I'm just having an off day.
Gilberta still has her torch, so
Yeah.
to just kind of timidly take a step further into whatever or opening or whatever we've
You're walking
found.
up ahead of us?
Okay. The crates open up into this kind of wider room, and suspended in a corner is a long crate about 2 feet wide by, we'll say, about 6 feet long, leaned up against the wall. The crate itself, is decorated with these red pictograms in a circle with some wording underneath. And then on the floor is this massive rune circle that's been put underneath it. And on either side of this crate are 2 torches illuminating it. And there's like a small table in front of it with what appears to be some offerings.
Huh. This is very religious.
Yeah,
This seems very religious to
You
you.
gotta do another religion check here. There we go.
Holy shit.
Something I finally know about. For fuck's sake.
So I was like, okay, I fucking got this guy. No, it looks like these goblins have been worshipping this crate.
All right.
You're not
I've had
entirely
some
sure why.
experience with setups such as this. It seems as though the goblins think that whatever's in this crate might be divine.
Kashana, we've not had great experience with long crates today.
Yes, but this one's doesn't seem to be supporting anything on top of it, so I think we'll be a little bit better.
And with your 21 religion, you also notice that many of the runes in the circle on the floor, traditionally in religions, they're used as runes of sealing.
You see, these runes here traditionally seal something in, so perhaps maybe whatever was about to come needed to be kept in this circle. Maybe we don't open that one.
Yes. Something being sealed in that they also worship as divine doesn't seem like something we want to get intermingled with.
I'd have to agree.
Does anybody want to take
Bad
a closer look at this stuff?
I'll take a closer look.
Okay. In what manner are you going to take a closer look? Give me a skill.
Arcana check.
Okay.
Whoa.
Whoa!
There it is.
Yeah, these are a series of spell runes, usually used by people like in paladin or cleric orders. It's that place where magic and religion kind of overlap, and it's supposed to be designed to seal something away, but they're placed in a way that almost indicates kind of reverence and fear.
I want to do a check to see how fresh these markings are.
But you can see from a 20 Arcana check that it's incorrectly done.
We have a problem.
Baz, what's the problem?
This is meant to seal something evil,
Okay.
but it's
Not good.
done right.
So there's just evil running about.
Or it's still here. Right in this box. That is totally punchable.
I'm just letting everybody know I could punch this box.
I'm quite sure that box is punchable to you, Foz, but perhaps you would not do that just now.
But you wanted me to punch every other box.
Well, yes, but you didn't indicate any of those boxes containing evil, so...
So,
I mean,
yes, so
they
can
could
I,
have, and I just didn't tell you.
Well,
I'd like to know-
let's just make a rule from here on out. When you think something is evil, let us know.
If I think you're evil.
Then you should let us know.
So I can punch you, then.
Now, I didn't say punch everything that's evil. I said just let us know.
I'm gonna let you know that's gonna bite you in the ass with me, but okay.
He's just informing you that a punch is pending.
I only ask to know where I stand. If you think I'm evil, please let me know. Before you
He
punch
doesn't
me.
want you to stand. He's gonna punch you. You're gonna
I can see it now. Kashado, I think that's evil. Oh wait, it killed you.
That's the kind of day he's having. thinks we shouldn't argue your evil boxes. Is there?
That's probably how it would go down. Yeah.
Is anybody going to take a look at the box?
Can I do some sort of, because my question here, I see looking at this box, guys. It's just a box. How could a mere wooden box hold in that much evil? Like, I do not. I want to kind of look at it to see if the box has any sort of additional properties.
It has a lot of runes inscribed upon it. So,
well, actually, Baz,
they mean nothing.
Does anybody read Celestial?
I do.
Okay. You can read the kind of wording underneath the circle insignia on the box.
What does it say?
It says, "When hope is gone, undo this lock and send me forth for a moonlit walk."
Guys. Let me recite something to you. Now, before I tell you where these words come from, let me just get your opinion.
When hope is gone, undo this lock and send me forth for a moonlit walk.
As you say it aloud, it echoes throughout the entire room.
Okay, I stop.
And you hear the clattering of things unlocking. And the crate opens up. And a very tall...
aiming his crossbow. This is some bullshit.
A very tall man with long black hair, and his shirt's torn open a bit. He's very slim and lean, and the crate opens up, and he's just laying inside there, leaned up against the wall.
Why would you do this?
Kashano is the one that wanted to I didn't know that by speaking it, I was going to bloody open
Didn't
the box.
we go through this already with the words having power? Like, we established this early.
Something bad could happen. Nothing from your experience in this day alone could make you think that speaking words could lead to something bad happening. That's what you're telling us right now.
Words have power.
Okay,
fuck's sake.
Jabretta, are you bloodied? Are you at half your health?
God.
No. I'm above
No.
Kashano, are you?
No.
I am below half. Yeah, I'm at 3 points. I'm below half.
The man's eyes jut open.
Oh my
and in
God.
an instant, he is across the room and has Kashano pinned against a wall.
Can I shoot him in that time frame?
Sure. Roll an attack roll.
Oh my God.
He moves almost like mist, and you're certain that you should have hit him with that crossbow bolt, but it hits the wall behind him.
Jesus.
So he has Kashano pinned against the wall, and he's turned his head, and he's leaning in to go bite Kashano's neck now.
What? I will punch him.
And he stops. He stops for just a moment and sniffs. And he takes a step back. And he kind of adjusts himself. And he says, "You have drinking some of Cookie's mead."
Yes, I did.
Then you are a friend. And he reaches out a hand to shake yours.
I'm just upset that you go to make out with this guy when I'm clearly the better looking of the two.
But you aren't bleeding.
Oh, so I need to bleed.
Powerful.
He extends a hand to you.
I slowly take it.
He
Pleasure to make
takes your
your
hand.
acquaintance. So,
Nice to meet you as well. I am Tomlin Yugili Yugoibov, but my friends call me Tom.
Tom, weird
You
question. Weird question. I broke
He kind
some
of
ribs.
stretches as you're talking to him, and like.
I broke some ribs back there when some crates fell on me. By any chance, do you have a healing power that you could help me out with, since we're such great comrades?
No, I'm usually pretty good at the other thing.
I see. Fair enough. So,
Gilberta says, Kashano, please, just, oh my god, shut up. And she just goes
Oh,
over.
he turns around and looks at all of you and kind of sniffs the air a bit more and says, you have all drank Cookie's meat. You must be friends. And he
Yes.
gives a solemn bow and kind of straightens him out. There's something very proper about his manners. And says, well, how is the academy?
That's why we're here, actually.
yeah. Bad news about that.
It's no more. We're actually, we've just signed a bit of a treaty with Cookie. We're going to try to get it up and running again, I guess.
Long story short, you're looking at Academy.
Yeah, basically, yes.
How sad. This must be why I was put in storage.
You were
Yeah.
you were put in storage.
Sure.
Yes, a short nap. And
Come
they
to
must have
retrieve
forgotten
you.
about me.
Yes. No. We've come to retrieve you from storage. We just didn't know the nature of you.
Did
Yes.
we?
We were told to gather any remaining resources, and
yes,
as a
and-
friend of Cookie's, I guess you would be one of those, would you not?
Yes.
Cookie is here.
Cookie is
No,
outside the compound.
Hey,
Yes, he's at the tavern.
Cristiano, you just said the F word, but you didn't cast a spell.
I just said what?
You just said the F word, but didn't cast a spell.
Did I? Fuck. I guess as I accidentally
Keep better
said
track
that,
of it.
What a fucking liar.
well, no, I guess as I accidentally said that, I did.
It's a
You
cantrip,
accidentally told on yourself. Like,
It's a cantrip,
You're just
so he can just fling it out.
No, I did unwittingly cast friends. Try to cast friends on fucking vampire guy.
Tommy fires a wink Zabel's way.
Yikes.
And you see the spell, and he just kind of resists it.
Oh shit! I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. That was an accident. You've made me a bit nervous. I've gotten a little unruly with my words. That was unintentional, sir.
You should speak to our friend Spoony.
Spoony. Hold on, let me write that down.
Spoony and Tommy. Yes, great.
Spoony was a bard of some repute. He used to play regularly.
Okay.
But I thank you all for releasing me from my extended nap.
Yes, quite lucky that I understood Celestial to speak the words that bound you.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
he's very
totally
good.
on purpose.
I will go speak with Cookie now. I will let him know that you've released me. Perhaps I can go back to bartending.
He's trying
And
to
he
get
turns to Mist in
Oh
front
my
of you.
All right. Why not though?
Well,
This is interesting.
what's in the box? I want to look in his box.
You look at his box. It still smells like him.
Right, checking out his box.
So you paw through his box, and there is a vial of red liquid tucked into the back of it.
is that blood? Gilberta says.
What are you going to do with the vial?
I don't know. Put it in my pocket.
Just takes the vial out, puts it in his pocket. This will probably be handy later.
Any other unopened crates in this room that we feel like investigating? Or...
No, the rest of this place feels like it's been pretty turned over.
Okay.
All right. Kashana's a lot less bold at this point because that last thing didn't kill him, but was probably gonna.
Was terrifying.
Yeah, while we're just like stopped here, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Katana.
Oh, thank God.
Here, you're okay. You're all right. It's gonna be all right.
It's 1d8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier.
Okay.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
So 6 plus 4, so 10. Up to 10.
All right.
Okay, that maxes me back to my wonderful 10 hit points.
See, I'm glad I'm glad I did not do that earlier. That could have
could have been
Yeah.
worse.
it was a nice,
Save it.
interesting way to discover who Tommy was.
I used to play with a cleric that wouldn't heal anybody unless they were unconscious.
Damn.
Better late than never.
See, part of that spare the dying is a cantrip,
Yeah,
so you can just throw that out all day long.
just refused.
So should we? That was crazy. So we've still got the food and equipment rooms to check,
Yeah.
in case you've forgotten.
Wait.
Everybody's just exhausted at this point. Just like,
I'm not.
woo!
Is there more to this corridor?
No, this is the end of the room.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I'm feeling much better. Let's go back, and I'll lead the way back.
Baz is fine. Baz is like, this is weird, but I don't really have a baseline, so.
My master beating me up with her aging looks. It's kind of taking me. I've seen.
What's the next room that you guys investigate?
We've got food and
Solid
equipment.
food.
Food?
Food.
Food.
Food it
Alright.
is.
All right.
Food
Let's find
room.
some food.
All right, so after you guys kind of made friends with whatever deity the creatures here were worshipping.
Tommy the vampire god.
Yeah.
Yep.
You notice that nothing is going anywhere near you anymore.
Damn.
Wherever you go appears to be completely empty.
All right.
I like it.
Fantastic. Let's check out this here store food.
The food.
All right, you root through the food storeroom, and you do happen to find a few crates kind of tucked in towards the back that haven't been touched because they're particularly hard to open.
Well,
I
clearly
say we
not my
open them.
department.
Well, let's open it.
You want to open them up and see what's inside?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
I
Why
want
don't
to punch mine up.
You guys open it.
All right. You find 3 of them. You punch them open. You gonna punch one open?
Yep.
All right. Give me that punch attack. Give me that juice. Yeah, you punch that one open.
So much juice. Fuck.
Boom, boom, boom. So, breaking boards open, Baz cracks one open, and there appears to be remarkably still fresh fruit inside this box. There's some apples and pears.
Why do you suppose
Did I punch things?
rotten pile? No, I feel like I have a fairly good understanding of why you punch things.
Oh no, my master told me about things that might seem like they're normal items, but there's something else. I just prepare for that.
Oh, let's put a pin in that. I
Mentally
do have
logs
follow-up-
things to talk about later.
I do have follow-up questions, but what kind of food lasts 15 years?
Can I check to see if there was any sort of arcana spell on the box, maybe, to preserve the food, or...
Sure.
18.
18. The box is enchanted.
Great. Does opening it break the enchantment?
Yes.
Whoops.
We need the food, so...
Yeah.
I'm going to open another box.
Okay.
Wait. perhaps it would be best if we look for a way to get these boxes back without opening them.
But, I mean, the food isn't going to last that long.
But if the other boxes contain something more valuable...
Alright, can I see if this box is enchanted that I'm going to open?
Sure. Give me another Arcana check on the next box. Doug Arcana
I
check.
don't.
Yes. Well, let's just say you keep your old one. These boxes are all enchanted with roughly the same enchantment.
Okay.
And there's also a barrel there.
Oh, a barrel of monkeys, man.
Ooh, a barrel of wine.
Oh yes. I don't know. I mean, how do we want to carry them back? I mean,
Well,
should
there's all this equipment around. Perhaps we can get some.
That's what's yeah. We haven't been to the equipment room yet, so we don't know what that room holds.
Nope, you don't know what that room holds yet.
I was referring more to the moving equipment for loading and unloading.
But we don't. I mean, we don't know if any of that works, so we don't know what. We don't know what the situation.
Well, let's go find out, shall we?
Can I see how heavy the box is? Can I try to pick it up? See if I can carry it up?
Sure, give me a strength check on picking up the boxes.
Can we do a collective strength check?
That's a 20.
Sure.
Oh shit! I will. I'll hold the balls.
No.
This is why I should have put strength instead of dexterity.
Yeah, no, that's bad across the board. All right, so Gibretta just kind of like picks up the box, and Kashano does that thing where he puts his hand on it and he acts like he's helping. It's like, oh, it's so heavy. Just let me help you with that. And yeah, you feel like with that check you can confidently carry one of these boxes.
Could I carry two?
You don't think you could do two?
Okay.
Zabel, no, you couldn't do it, Zabel.
All right. So I'm gonna. Can I just make trips and carry all three of them out?
Yeah, you can carry them up like to the front door. You guys got time. Everything's giving you a pretty wide berth at this point.
Since the one's already open, I'll start pulling stuff out of the open one and put it in my bag and to
Sure, just gather up supplies. All right.
Yeah.
You guys gather up materials from these and kind of set them by the front door so you can get them out easily.
Cool.
Okay.
This room deeper?
No, that was all you found in there. Is those four containers.
All right, let's go dig the equipment.
3 food crates and 1 barrel.
All right, to the weapons.
To the equipment cache.
All right, I'll go in.
All right. So, give me a perception check.
Love.
Everyone or just her?
Everyone. All right. So, in rooting through this, you guys find 9 gems.
Damn.
Worth about 10 gold pieces each.
Nice.
And this is mostly Kashano finding this stuff with his long, his sordid work career of rooting through boxes.
Yeah, it is. Good news, friend! I found 4 gems!
4 gems!
Yes! Take 1 each!
1 each. Lovely.
Nice.
You guys also find a cantrip scroll. And a potion of healing.
Whoa.
And that's about it.
So what was that? A cantrip scroll, potion of healing, what else?
Cantrip scroll, a potion of healing, and 7 gems worth about 10 gold each. You know, rubies and sapphires, emeralds.
All right.
And the
What's on
cantrip is for mending.
Oh, I already know that one.
So what does that mean when we find a cantrip scroll?
That means if you are a wizard or a spellcaster that uses a spell book, you can copy that spell into your spell book and just know it. Or you can sell it as a spell scroll, or you can use it as a single use.
Got it. So a bard can't copy it down anywhere.
No, because you don't use spell books as a bard.
Damn.
Not your deal.
All right. Cool.
Place has been picked over otherwise.
So mend cantrips.
Is it a healing potion you've got there?
Yes, actually, best you hold on to this.
Yeah. See, because I'm great at healing other people. Not so great at healing myself.
I'd rather keep you alive, given.
Yes. As was
All
I.
right. So you guys are pretty confident that you've kind of rooted through everything in the storehouse at this point. You've gotten everything that you can get out of it. You ready to head back to Cookie?
Yeah,
Great.
can we
Yes.
we can get these boxes back?
You can run the boxes back and forth from that place, or you just tell Cookie and you think he might be able to help you.
While you guys are trying to, I'm just gonna go ahead because I want to make sure I get back first and say, Cookie, great news! We found 3 boxes of stored food goods as well as a barrel.
You walk in and you see Tommy, or Tomlin Yugoibov. Standing, I'm gonna have to practice that one. He's standing behind the bar with his arms kind of tucked behind his back, and he is wearing a old style butler / bartender's uniform with this white apron.
What the hell?
Oh, Tommy, back in your old position quite quickly, I see.
Yes, Cookie was eager to have me back.
Where is Cookie?
He's in the kitchen preparing for dinner.
Oh, well, let's not bother him then. Any chance you could help us with those boxes?
I will let Cookie know. Mr.
Right.
Cookie. Hey, Tommy, I'm coming out. Kashano, tell me you got some good news.
Cookie, great news. We found 3 boxes. They seem to be enchanted. Baz punched one open. It's fine. There's 2 that are still sealed. The first contained food. We're assuming the others do well. Also a barrel. I don't know. Perhaps you know what was in those.
Excellent. I'll come on out and give you a hand.
Fantastic.
So Cookie helps you guys load things up, and you manage to get everything back to the Crab Shack. And he's prepared a shepherd's pie for everyone.
Great.
And
Cookie.
kind
Quick
of set
question.
you guys up for dinner.
So we came across some goblins that seem to have made a little nest in the storehouse. One of them, I think he was trying to say there was some sort of agreement that they could live there. Ring a bell.
I was worried this was going to happen.
I see.
Cookie. Tell us more.
See, when school was in operation, we employed some goblins from a local tribe. It was the Slim Shanks tribe.
Slim Shanks?
Yeah, the Slim Shanks goblin tribe. We came to an agreement with their leader that they would supply volunteers to help in our training exercises. And in exchange, we would provide them with food and supplies. Overall, it just reduced the goblin raids in the city and the surrounding townsfolk.
Seems like a reasonable solution.
But it seems since we shut down, they decided to take up residence in the ruins.
I see. Do you believe there would be any opposition to us rebuilding the school, goblin-wise?
Perhaps. But we'd have to talk to their chief again.
And
Oh,
his
well.
name was.
It was Chief Slimshanks.
Well,
Oh.
he did mention that their leader was gone. He
They
kept
did.
saying, leader gone, leader gone.
And then I punched him.
And then Boz punched him, yes.
It's okay, they're used to it.
I don't think he's going to get used to this one.
I see. Well, no sense crying over spilt goblins.
I don't cry over anything.
Kushana thinks that shit's hilarious.
We shall see. He says, Cookie goes, so Slim Shanks is gone, is it? Well, we'll have to come up with a solution to that. We could try to kill all the goblins outright, or we could try to establish a new hierarchy.
Question for anyone in the room. How do goblins establish hierarchy?
Generally, the biggest and strongest one leads. Goblins will worship a side of bacon if they think it can kill them.
Oh, fantastic. I think I have a solution to this. Kushana marches out the door, starts going back towards the warehouse.
Well, eat your dinner first.
All right. Perhaps later. I will, remind me.
Okay. Let's see how this plays out. Okay, Kashano, what are you doing?
Okay, so wait, quick question about the disguise kit.
He's rethinking everything.
Is the disguise kit kind of flexible, or do I only have one disguise?
It's flexible. What are you going for?
I'm going for goblin, but with my normal size and stature.
Okay.
So,
this is going to be so fun. Okay, we're going to do this to round out the evening.
All right.
Kashano, give me a disguise roll.
Oh wait, I can
give me a performance.
Performance? Yeah. You just give you a performance check? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh god. Here we go. Oh god.
Okay. So this disguise, which is basically like robes and like green colored mud speared over his face, and like there were two fangs at the beginning, but by the time you get to the storehouse there's just one.
So Kashana smears shit on himself as he walks towards the storehouse.
I imagine everyone's watching from the window inside the crab shack.
I'm like Jobetta's in the window, like just eating her shepherd's pie, like watching.
Okay.
Since the door's already open, he kicks it in and yells at the top of his lungs. He's like, "Your new leader has arrived!"
Okay, I want you to give me an intimidation check from underneath a pile of rubble. A single goblin with a bucket on his head and like some bags of straw strapped to his front and back comes out and kind of stands before you and kind of kneels and seems to swear fealty to you.
All right. Excellent. You shall be my general.
He kind of stands up. He doesn't quite understand you or know what you're saying, but he kind of pulls out his little blade and goes.
Yeah. Shadow draws his rapier and holds it up in the air as well, and he says,
"Okay,
yes, battle."
The two of you share this moment together.
And I say, name, goblin name.
Yebe!
Eb.
Yebe!
Hebe. Yes, forgive me. I've been away from goblins for quite a while. I've forgotten the language. I will lead you, Libby. I will let you know that our alliance with the Avalon Knights is still in force, and we shall serve them.
Yebe?
Yes, Evie, go for. Tell the others. The new leader is here, and the alliance, the Avalon Knights stand.
He kind of looks through the warehouse and Yebe?
I see. All right. He roots through his bag and he looks for something, and he finds in it a shit. He finds in his bag nothing of use, so he looks around him for some small shiny trinket.
Okay. There is like a pin on the administration table next to you.
Perfect. He walks over to the administration pin. He picks up the pin and he comes back over to Phoebe, and
Okay.
he pins it on Phoebe's chest and gives him a little pat on the pin and gives him a big smile and a thumbs up.
He beams. He's just like, this is the greatest honor that has ever been bestowed upon him.
Awesome. So, I say,
As you poke into it, like what he's wearing on his chest, some like sand drains out. It's like...
just a little bit. I said, all right. Now, your job is to fix up the buildings. Repair the buildings. You know, make things better for now.
He nods his head emphatically, and he goes over to a corner and starts like stacking piles of wood.
This is
Awesome.
really working.
I feel like this turned out great. I go back to Cookie's Crab Shack and tell everybody what just happened. I tell them that I am the new Goblin Lord of Avalon Knights Academy, and I got the shit in check.
After he states this and leaves the doorway, you can see a small goblin standing behind him in the doorway.
Oh, so he followed me over there?
Yeah, he followed you back.
Hey guys, there's a goblin standing behind me.
Yeah, he's just following you around now. Wherever you go, he starts looking for like piles of wood, and he starts stacking them because he thinks that's what you want.
I noticed him there, and I say, no, not here. Back there, back in the other building.
He goes outside and starts stacking wood outside.
Cookie, you can use that wood
Cookie's
stack.
leaning on the bar watching this unfold.
Gilberto says, does anyone speak Goblin? Perchance.
Why don't we ask the Goblin Lord?
No, we should not do that.
Cookie, do you speak Goblin by chance, Cookie?
I know a little bit, but I'm a little rusty.
Hold on. Before that, Tommy, these things were praying to you. Do you speak Goblin?
No, but I may know another way. Bring your friend back in.
He yells at the door. Hebe!
He comes back in. He's got like a bundle of wood in his arm. Hebe! And Tommy leans over the bar and stares at Hebe, and Hebe's eyes glaze over, and the wood drops out of his hand, and he heads back to the warehouse.
Well, shit! Why didn't you do that to begin with? Why did I bother with the whole scene? Whatever.
I can only do it one at a time.
Okay, fantastic. So,
Nobody, everyone just, I love how everyone just accepts this vampire bartender and has asked no follow-up questions whatsoever.
The shit that has happened in the last 48 hours to Kashano, he's past this, that asking questions bullshit.
Meh.
I'm like, I love it. It's perfect.
Yeah, right?
This vampire tends bar. This
Resident
in. That's fine.
vampire daddy. We don't ask questions. We just acknowledge his existence.
That's perfect.
Listen, we thought he was gonna kill Kashano. Like, we're not.
You're not gonna fuck with him in any way.
Look, if something wants to be my
dude.
If something wants to be my ally, Kashano's not above that.
Yeah. All right. So you guys kind of, things start to wind down as the sun goes down. Cookie's very happy for the supplies, and he's trying to think of the best way to approach the reclamation project going forward. And he'll likely talk to you guys individually about it in the future. Tommy continues tending bar. He's mixing drinks and doing all these things. And you guys enjoy your shepherd's pie. And Cookie comes over and he says, "You all did some good work for me today. And I very much appreciate it. You'll get your trance. It's almost nighttime. But I want you all to take tonight to consider what you'd like your role to be in this organization. Of course, you'll always be asked to go out and do jobs, acquiring things and gathering up new members, but as far as administration jobs, positions that you hold within the organization, somebody's going to be running the item management and accounting, or somebody's going to be taking care of general relations, that sort of thing."
Relations.
Ha ha!
Well, I have to say, Cookie, I do believe that my talents are best put to use, of course, in a more relational manner, perhaps creating alliances as a diplomat of the Academy of sorts.
Shauna's trying to have relations with other people.
Relations with anyone who's willing, my dear.
Oh.
Well,
This night just got a whole lot more fun.
You know, I once dated a druid gal who only liked to fuck in the woods. You would say she's pansexual.
ha ha!
Like, I need more information. Is
Are
it
you
wild?
Wait, what?
I should punch you for that horrible joke.
Oh, okay. So, so Cookie says, "Very well. Anyone opposed to making Kashano the public relations manager?"
Do it.
No.
Motion passes.
All right.
All right,
I mean,
Kashano,
he
you are
can't
now
catch a crate. Maybe he'll catch something else.
you are now the public relations manager. This role will bestow a what?
Or open crates, or just, anything like that.
The public relations manager position will bestow upon you certain abilities that you will be informed of as time progresses.
Dope. That was in character.
Yeah. Dope.
That was dope a lot.
Right.
Dope.
Who's going to be our quartermaster to manage our wealth and items?
That seems like a task fitting to Gilberta. She's quite good at carrying boxes. What was that?
Can we hear all the positions?
Certainly. In addition to the quartermaster, we will need a headmaster to head up our educational portion. And then we will also need, well, the traditional position is known as HR, responsible for recruiting new members.
Well, wait, I feel like that would be more of a Kashano role.
No, Kashano, the public relations is you are the face of the organization that negotiates with other organizations for alliances and like
Okay.
mutual.
All right. I think that Boz, with all your years studying in the monastery, perhaps education might be up your alley.
I was thinking it was more up my alley, actually.
Oh,
I like HR.
you like HR? All right. Nobody else wants HR.
I'll
All right. Zavel
Yes.
is.
Let's
Oh,
let
what's
the
Baz?
yeah.
I'll take control of the items and accounting.
quartermaster.
All right. Baz is the quartermaster.
All right.
And
So-
I will
Yeah, go ahead.
cut your head off if you keep interrupting me. I will head of the. I suppose I'll be the headmaster. I've
right.
used training and study, and my wisdom is quite. I'm quite wise.
Oh yeah, actually, you got lots of wisdom.
Excellent.
What?
So Gilberta is the headmaster. Zavel is the HR head of HR. Baz is the quartermaster, and Kashano is the public relations manager.
Oh shit!
We went and got ourselves jobs.
You all are level 2 now,
Woo!
and
So it
we'll
seems-
call it there for the evening.
We've formed a company. A nightcap to celebrate, perhaps.
Haha!
Got any more of that shit?
A man-made belt juice.
You sure you're ready for another sip?
Oh, absolutely. I plan to sleep well tonight, sir.
Very well. And he produces the flask again and pours you another glass. Anyone else?
Yeah, I'll take one.
All right. Kashano, you managed to stay upright this time, but you swear that you're seeing more people in the room than are actually here.
How fantastic! It's a party. Everyone's come to celebrate.
All right, who's taking the next sip?
I
I'll take
will.
the next one.
Oh.
Zavel. Do you have advantage?
No, I tried to click it once, but I guess my touchpad is not liking me. We'll take the 15.
Very well. You're 15. You are able to stay upright as well. You don't feel any real negative effects. You're kind of dizzy. You're a bit buzzed, but it's some good shit. Jabetta, yeah, you're fine. You're just like, yeah, this is pretty tasty. This is some good liquor. Baz, you're good too. So one go, and you guys are just ready for this now. You can do it anytime.
Clearly.
Yeah. No.
All right. I mean,
Tommy is behind the bar, and he's poured himself another drink in like a martini glass, and he cheers to everyone before he takes a drink.
I have to say, I thought that I was a seasoned drinker, but you seem quite capable of consuming your drink.
And he's out. All right, everyone, you're free to retreat to your rooms and go to sleep for the night.
All right. Dope. Although I guess Kashana just passed out in the dining room, so.
Yeah, but that can happen. That can be a thing. Kashana has a couple.
Seems like a Kashana thing to happen, right?
Zavel, Tommy corners you on your way to your room.
Oh, damn. All right.
And he says, "Would you like me to join you? I saw you making eyes at me earlier."
Mm-hmm.
He's just gonna waggle his eyebrows and gesture towards the door.
Oh my god.
All right. So Tommy sleeps in Zavel's room,
Lord.
but he's a vampire, so you know.
So sleep is relative.
Yeah, no, he goes in there, does his thing, and then partway through the night he turns into mist and goes somewhere else.
Damn. That's a fuck boy.
Right? Just fucking literally ghosted on you.
Tommy has
Alright.
this whole backstory. But we'll
It's
call
alright,
it there,
it'll be back.
and everybody will be level 2 next time. And we'll move into the next step.
Oh, dope.
Baz,
Yes.
what do you do with your corner staff or your quarterstaff when you go to sleep?
Oh,
yeah.
I'm going to try to attune to it to see what it does.
Okay. You're not able to attune to it, but do you keep it close to you when you sleep?
So what's so special about it?
Do you keep it close to you when you sleep?
Oh yeah.
Okay. As you sleep, it speaks to you.
Hello there.
It says you are. It speaks in a voice that sounds like your master. You are still young, and you have much to learn. Your training is incomplete. Journey with me, and we will grow strong together. And then you go to
Okay.
sleep.
All right.
And that's it.
Will our heroes rebuild the academy? Who else will Zabel fuck? Find out next time on